Historically, security products have looked for risks and threats at the level of applications. However, in every device, this software layer depends on a largely unseen and unsecured layer of hardware and firmware. System-level firmware preempts the operating system itself, and virtually all hardware components from processors to drives to network adapters all contain their low-level firmware that controls the function of the device. This critical layer is rarely scanned for vulnerabilities, is often difficult to patch, and if compromised, can easily subvert traditional security controls. This can allow attackers to disable critical devices completely, or use them to silently persist within an organization even after the machine has been re-imaged. Most importantly, this is true for all enterprise devices, from the ubiquitous corporate laptop to the servers in our data centers, to the very switches, routers, and firewalls at the heart of our networks. This unguarded attack surface has not gone unnoticed by attackers, with a new wave of attacks shifting to target the weak firmware underbelly of the enterprise. In some cases, these attacks have even compromised devices in the hardware supply chain before the device is even delivered to the enterprise. Eclypsium changes that by introducing a new layer of enterprise security that finds and matches weaknesses in your firmware, while also detecting and stopping active threats from device-level backdoors and implants. Here is how it works. Eclypsium begins by managing your firmware attack surface. This includes scanning for firmware vulnerabilities and missing device protections. Next, the solution helps manage any updates for outdated firmware and vulnerabilities. Next, Eclypsium provides proactive prevention of active threats. The solution verifies the integrity of all firmware, verifies that all firmware is legitimate, and detects hardware implants and backdoors and other device-level compromises. Eclypsium also monitors behavior so that it can also detect unknown implants that haven't been seen in the wild. The solution can also be used to ensure that new devices have not been compromised in the supply chain, or that employee devices have not been compromised during travel. In the end, Eclypsium brings hardware and firmware security into the modern age for any enterprise, giving teams flexibility and control over their attack surface and proactive protection from threats. Contact us at info@eclypsium.com to learn more and schedule a live demonstration.